Have you ever wondered how a $100 monthly investment in REITs could transform your financial portfolio over 10 years? Imagine the potential of a steadfast, long-term strategy in the realm of real estate investment trusts. Join us as we delve into the world of REIT investment. So, what exactly are REITs, you might ask? Well, REITs, or real estate investment trusts, are companies that own, operate, or finance income-generating real estate. Imagine owning a slice of a skyscraper or a shopping mall without the hassle of managing it. That's the power of REITs. They offer a way for everyday investors to earn a share of the income these properties generate, typically through dividends. Now let's take a quick glance at AGNC Investment Corp, a titan in the mortgage REIT world. This company invests in mortgage-backed securities, providing a steady stream of income for its investors. Through REITs, regular investors can take part in the lucrative real estate market without the need for significant capital. Before we dive deeper, let's familiarize ourselves with two powerful concepts: dividends and compound growth. Dividends are a portion of a company's earnings that are paid out to shareholders, in our case, REIT investors. Now here's the magic trick. Instead of pocketing these dividends, you can choose to reinvest them, buying more shares, which in turn generate their own dividends. This is what we call the power of dividend reinvestment. Now let's talk about compound growth. It's essentially growth upon growth. As your investment generates returns, those returns are reinvested and begin to generate their own returns. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, growing bigger and faster with each roll. Combine dividend reinvestment with compound growth, and you've got a powerful duo that can significantly accelerate your investment returns over time. With these concepts in mind, let's explore how they can work wonders in a REIT investment strategy. Imagine starting a journey with a $100 monthly investment in REITs. Now let's take a trip down this investment highway to see how this modest sum can evolve over a decade. Year 1 sees you faithfully setting aside $100 each month. By the end of the year, you've accumulated $1,200. But it's not just the money you've put in that's at work here. There's a little something called dividends. Owing to a hefty 15.19% dividend rate, you start receiving a monthly dividend of about $1.15. As we step into year 2, you continue your monthly investment, but now you also have dividends to reinvest. This is where the magic happens. This additional infusion of capital helps your investment grow even faster, thanks to the power of compound growth. Fast forward to the end of year 5, and things are looking pretty good. You've managed to invest $6,000 of your own money, and your monthly dividends have risen to about $76. This is where you start to see the snowball effect of reinvesting dividends. It's not just your $100 that's working for you now, but also the dividends that your investment has been generating. As we cruise into year 10, the transformation is quite astonishing. Your total investment has swelled to surpass $12,000, but that's not all. Your dividends have now ballooned to roughly $151.90 per month. This means you're now investing more than double your initial commitment each month. You're not just putting in $100, but also reinvesting an additional $151.90 in dividends. Now here's the beauty of it. With every passing month, your investment grows not just by the $100 you put in, or even the $151.90 you reinvest. It grows by the whole sum, compounded over time. This is the phenomenal power of compound growth, the ability to generate growth on top of more growth. What started as a seemingly modest $100 monthly investment has now turned into a potent wealth-building tool. Sure, it took time, sure it required consistency, but look at the result. What began as a stream has now become a river, flowing with the power of reinvestment and compound growth. So, what's the takeaway from this journey? It's that even a modest investment, when consistently made and wisely managed, can grow into a significant sum over time. It's a testament to the power of REITs, dividends, and the magic of compound growth. Remember, this journey is hypothetical. It's a representation of what could happen when you invest consistently, reinvest dividends, and let compound growth do its thing. It's not a guarantee, but an illustration of the potential that lies in REITs. After 10 years, your initial $100 monthly commitment has grown significantly thanks to the power of reinvestment and compound growth. But the journey doesn't need to end here. As long as you keep investing and reinvesting those dividends, your financial river will keep flowing and growing. Let's take a moment to analyze the results of our investment journey. After the first year, your investment of $1,200 starts earning dividends, bringing in an additional $15 per month. As time goes on, these dividends grow. By the fifth year, your capital surpasses $6,000, and the monthly dividends reach around $76, effectively bolstering your monthly investment. But it's the 10th year that really showcases the power of reinvestment and compound growth. By this time, your total investment exceeds $12,000. Now, you're not just investing the original $100 monthly, but also reinvesting approximately $151.9 in dividends each month. This is more than doubling your initial commitment, creating a cycle of growth that consistently boosts your capital. As you can see, a consistent investment strategy, coupled with the power of reinvestment and compound growth, can substantially grow your financial portfolio. So what can we gather from this 10-year investment journey? The potential of REIT investments, when coupled with a consistent investment strategy, can lead to impressive financial growth over time. The beauty of this journey lies in the power of dividend reinvestment and compound growth, as demonstrated through our hypothetical $100 monthly investment. Over 10 years, this approach not only builds a solid passive income stream, but also more than doubles the initial investment commitment. This case study is a testament to the transformative impact of reinvestment and the compounding effect. With careful planning and a consistent investment strategy, you too can harness the power of REITs to grow your financial portfolio. Remember, it's always wise to consult with a financial professional to tailor a plan that suits your needs.